Okay, but did you or did you not know that Jiffy is actually a unit of time? So I learned that this week, and that's literally all I've been thinking about for some reason. I don't know. Anyways, welcome to the Icebreakers podcast. Today's Monday. We'll get into that. But back to Jiffy. A scientist found out, the length of time that light takes to travel a certain amount of distance that they coined, and they said that distance of time was a jiffy, and that equates to about like 1/100th or 1/60th of a second, which doesn't make sense. Those are very different. But in my research online, I couldn't really find, they used jiffy a lot in a lot of different fields, and they had a lot of different measurements. So I'm not fully sure, but like, who is really counting? Like, if you ever say, I'll be back in a jiffy, no one's gonna be like, on their stopwatch and be like, oh, you went 2/60ths of a second instead. Like, no one's gonna do that, right? So like, whatever. Anyways, like I said, it is Monday. I didn't record yesterday, but technically today I have off, so I'm trying to give myself a little bit of grace on that. But I got to thinking about why it was taking me so much time and like just mental capacity to record the episode this week and for the last 2 weeks. And I know it's because I promised an episode and I didn't deliver on it. What happened was I researched a lot into inner monologues, which I thought I wanted to talk about, but it's actually super, super in depth. So then like thinking that I wanted to do that, I would keep looking it up, but like the time constraint just didn't work. So that's where I am. I also told myself yesterday that today, the first thing I had to do was record the podcast no matter what. Was that the first thing I did? No. Is it 3 p.m. on a Monday? Yes. Do I feel guilt? Yes. But here's my thing, and I'm trying to fix. I'm trying to move away from that guilt, because as long as I do it sometime, I think I can give myself a little grace. I have a list of things to do that I don't know if all will get done, which I think I'll be disappointed if they don't get done today, but we'll see. Secondly, 2 tricks on kind of getting stuff done. So I made a list maybe a week ago, 2 weeks ago, of a bunch of things that have been on my to-do list for 2+ years, like things that started in like 2021 that I'm still kind of dealing with that I haven't addressed. So I wrote them out of my phone. A check mark is if I've finished it. A checkered flag is if it's in progress, like go, but like we haven't hit the finish line yet. And then a emoji with the sleep Z's on it, like the sleeping emoji, is if I haven't started it yet. And in about 1.5, 2 weeks, I did pretty well. I did 9 of the things. I have 2 in progress, and I have 6 that I haven't started yet. So that's pretty cool. And I found out some cool like money tricks along the way. So I need to upload those on Stupid Money. We are continuing because I can't record this again. It's a one-take wonder. And then the second thing that I've been thinking about for a long, long time, but I haven't actually done it, is the 10-minute sprint. And basically the 10-minute sprint is anything you want to do that you've been putting off, you do it for 10 minutes. You set a timer and you just do it, and at the end of the 10 minutes you stop. And usually, yes, like it'll encourage you to do more, but I think like as an exercise, you don't do it past 10 minutes the first few times so that you don't not look forward to it in the future. And so I did that today actually for the first time with a friend on the phone. We both cleaned our rooms, which were looking insane, for 10 minutes, and I made a huge dent. And honestly, the 10 minutes that I was cleaning went by pretty slowly, but it's so insane because if someone told me like, oh, like 10-minute commute, I'd be like, that's so quick. Or, oh, just like, you have 10 minutes to get ready. I'd be like, that's no time at all. But 10 minutes for cleaning ended up being a lot, and I actually got a lot done. And then lastly, she was telling me that another trick that she and her roommate were using was they were both driving to a party, and one of them had to get something with their car fixed and something had to do with another payment. And they both were like driving together, and they were like, let's just call our respective places, set the appointment, figure out whatever they need, and we can just be together and get that done. And honestly, accountability partners can be kind of hard because you have to be accountable and you have to be accountable for someone else. Even though it's sometimes helpful, it can kind of be a little detrimental as well. But doing it the way that I did it with my friend and the way that she did it with her friend, I think is the way to go. And it's a good thing that I kind of want to keep up during this year to see if I can, you know, reach some consistency goals that way. Anyways, I will see you in probably a trillion Jiffies next week. Have a great week, and that's it.